Namaste, you are listening to Prem Anmol Hota Hai Vani. I am your host, Vani. In the previous episode, Rashil began her journey through India with Parag to escape her painful past. Today, you will hear how Parag used his wisdom, restraint, and unwavering faith to heal Rashil's broken trust, and what they had to do when they stood before her home in Jalandhar. Childhood desires, Parag encouraged Rashil to become a Punjaban bella again. Parag continued to drive on rural roads at her request, and they enjoyed picnics with orange orchards, roasted peanuts, and corn cobs. The test of restraint, they took a single room in a hotel. Rashil feared that Parag might show haste to consume her. Despite sleeping on the same bed all night, Parag made no attempt at physical relations. Rashil found peace. At least there is one man in the world whose foremost desire is not to consume the body of a beautiful girl. Faith in the Golden Temple. On the third day, they reached Amritsar. Parag's reverence and faith completely matched Rashil's values. Rashil felt that Parag was the right man for her, and she had made a huge mistake by rejecting his marriage proposal in the past. The pride of Jalandhar. The next stop was Jalandhar. To hide her identity, Rashil wore a Rajasthani Bandhani sari and travelled as Parag's newlywed Marwari wife. Meeting the grandparents, they arrived exactly in front of Rashil's house. Parag made an excuse that they worked in a bank and were looking for a house to rent. Rashil touched the feet of her grandparents. Although the grandparents did not recognize them, Rashil became emotional hearing her grandmother's sad voice. "We also have a beautiful granddaughter like you. Who knows where she is today?" Stealthy love. Parag kept Rashil happy all day by feeding her favorite chole bhature, jalebis, and parathas. At night in a hotel, Parag embraced Rashil for the first time and said, "This is the first and last time when you are compelled to hide your identity in Jalandhar." This embrace felt like her safest refuge to Rashil. Kashmir and Jaisalmer. Even in the scenic locations of Kashmir, and while sleeping together on a shikara at night, Parag made no physical effort. Rashil was assured that there is no place for impatience in Parag's love. Ointment of the desert. In the desert of Jaisalmer, under a starry black blanket, Parag's affectionate silence applied ointment to Rashil's old wounds. The wounds given to Rashil's soul by a wicked man were being treated by Parag's behavior. Rashil was now completely immersed in Parag's love. Parag not only respected her but also brought her out of the shadow of her past. While looking at the portraits in the palace, Rashil asked herself, what is it in those who are remembered even after centuries? How will this story of trust in a strange man and unwavering love break Vani's resolve to remain unmarried? You will hear. Episode 55. Parag's restraint, the danger of Jalandhar, and the nectar of love in the desert. Rashil remembered Alka Ma'am's words. Parag had seen her in a wedding ceremony during childhood. She felt Parag wanted to see the childhood image of her in the now-grown Rashil. Encouraged by Parag's words, Rashil's heart longed to become the former Punjaban bella again. Then, at Rashil's request, Parag would deliberately exit the highway at certain places. Whenever Rashil said, he would drive the car on rural roads through fields and small villages. While doing this, they found orange orchards by the roadside. At Rashil's wish, Parag bought fresh oranges plucked from the tree from an orchard owner. Parag continued this pattern. He would buy green chickpeas from a farmer in a field or roasted peanuts and corn from a vendor, paying whatever price was asked. They traveled all day, enjoying it like a picnic. Then evening began to fall. Parag took a room to spend the night in a good hotel in a small town along the way. Rashil found no objection to staying in the same room with the person she was to marry. Her only curiosity was whether Parag would show haste in consuming her body. Parag impressed Rashil in this aspect as well. While staying with Rashil in a room all night, Parag talked about many wonderful things regarding love and their future life. Even while sleeping on the same bed, he made no attempt to establish a physical relationship with Rashil. When dawn arrived, Rashil experienced a great sense of peace. Rashil's past experience with a man named Jade, whom she had fallen in love with, had been very unpleasant. Parag is completely different. At least there is one man in the world whose foremost desire is not to consume the body of a beautiful girl. She felt satisfied thinking this. On the third day of the journey, Rashil and Parag arrived for a visit to the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Rashil had visited here many times in the past. She did not know if Parag had ever visited the Golden Temple before. Without any guidance, Parag began performing the expected religious rituals in the Gurudwara. Rashil followed him in this sequence. When Parag took off his shoes, she took off her sandals. When he tied a handkerchief on his head, Rashil covered her head with a scarf. When Parag washed his feet, Rashil washed her feet behind him. When Parag began the circumambulation, she performed it with him, looking like a newlywed couple. Rashil continued doing everything alongside Parag. Both bowed before the Guru Granth Sahib and participated in the ardors. Only Parag bathed in the sacred pond. Rashil sat at a distance watching him. Afterwards, she remained with Parag while visiting the Akal Takht, listening to scriptures, serving in the langa, and eating food. Not only this, Parag did not forget to visit the Dukh Bhanjani Beri. In this ritual as well, Rashil remained with Parag. Parag's devotion and faith seemed to match her own values. Rashil felt once again that Parag was the right man for her. She had made a big mistake by rejecting the marriage proposal that came from him previously. She had suffered the punishment for it. While spending that day in Golden Temple, Rashil's only wish was that no obstacle should come in their union now. The next day, Rashil is touring Jalandhar with Parag. This city feels like her own. Yet, many things have changed over the past years. So that people who know her wouldn't recognize her, she is wearing a Rajasthani Bandhani sari. She is wearing sunglasses. She is walking with Parag as if she is Parag's newlywed Marwari wife. She looks extremely attractive. People's attention is naturally drawn to her. When she reached near her own house, many acquaintances were seen on the road, in courtyards, and in shops. They looked at her carefully but no one recognized her. Openly, Parag and Rashil were showing as if they were going their way while talking. Meanwhile, Rashil's keen eyes were carefully observing everything there. Parag does not know that they have reached exactly in front of Rashil's house. Rashil saw her grandparents sitting on easy chairs in the house courtyard. Her heartbeat quickened at the sight. Parag, look, that is a house. Those sitting in the courtyard are my grandparents, she whispered to Parag.
Okay then come, see them to your heart's content, Parag said as he began moving towards them. Rashil made a futile attempt to stop him by holding his hand from behind. Then, being pulled behind him, she reached in front of her grandparents. Dada Sahib, is any part of your house available for rent? I work in a bank. I have been transferred to the branch here. We need a house among good people to live, Parag asked in a greeting posture with folded hands.
Our house is very big but so is our family. We don't have a separate part to rent out, son. You won't find a house by wandering like this. It would be better to take an agent's help. House owners won't rent to a stranger like you. You both look like you are from a good home. If you wander like this, people will look with suspicion, grandfather said, raising his hand in blessing.
Yes, Dada Sahib, that's fine. We will meet an agent, Parag said and touched his feet. Then he looked towards Rashil.
Understanding the signal, Rashil quickly touched grandmother's feet and asked, Daddy Sahib, are you well? Both placed their hands on Rashil's head and said, always be in joy.
When we find a house, we will come again to take your blessings.
Parag said this and quickly stepped away to return. Rashil's breath became rapid in nervousness. She too followed behind Parag.
We too have a beautiful granddaughter like you. Who knows where she would be today? They heard grandmother's sad voice behind them.
What are you doing, Parag? I feel like I'm losing my life, Rashil said in a complaining tone after coming a little distance from her house.
I only got you the blessings of your grandparents. Is it right for you to be annoyed like this? Parag said while laughing.
Being able to touch their feet is a matter of luck, but them becoming sad is giving me a lot of pain, Rashil said sadly. As a Marwari couple, Parag and Rashil toured Jalandhar all day. Occasionally taking info from Rashil, Parag feasted on her favorite chole bhature, chole kulche, jalebis, pani puri, parathas, rabari, and lassi. Feeding Rashil her favorites, Parag himself ate a lot. To digest it, both had to taste anardana gatagat and jeera bati. In the evening, both also went to the Gurudwara. Remembering old days, Rashil's eyes became moist there. I've been able to come so stealthily after so many years to the Gurudwara where I used to visit and serve since childhood. Thank you, Parag, an emotional Rashil said while somehow holding back her crying. Parag patted Rashil's back there. Parag took a room in a good hotel for the night. Parag showed his ID at the hotel. Without naming Rashil, he identified her as his wife. During the night's rest, Parag embraced Rashil for the first time. Parag's first loving embrace in her own Jalandhar felt like a pleasant coincidence to Rashil.
Rashil, this is the first and last time you are compelled to hide your identity in Jalandhar. From today onwards, whenever you come back here, you will be full of self-respect and pride, Parag said while releasing Rashil from his embrace.
Rashil found these words of Parag very dear. Parag's embrace felt like the refuge in which her life was going to pass calmly, happily, and safely in every way. This realization felt even sweeter to her. Rashil expressed her sense of gratitude through a smiling silence. In fact, there is no need for any verbal formality here. After the Punjab tour, Parag's next destination is Kashmir. In its scenic spots, Parag and Rashil continued walking holding each other's hands. While sleeping together on a shikara at night, even in the cold atmosphere, Parag made no attempt to establish physical relations. This assured Rashil that there is no place for impatience in Parag's love. If Parag had taken advantage of her loneliness and made such an effort, those wounds given to Rashil by a wicked man would have reopened. The treatment for the pain of those wounds left on Rashil's mind is possible only through this kind of love. Certainly, Parag knows the psychology of a victim. The next place where they are to stay is Jaisalmer. They reached Jaisalmer. The experience of spending days and nights in a camp in the desert there is unprecedented for Rashil as well as Parag. In fact, in a region where normal vegetation cannot develop, love between the two blossomed during nights spent sleeping on beds made of sand under the stars. Where water is not found to drink, Rashil and Parag's mutual love drank nectar. For Rashil, the betrayal by a wicked man had made it difficult to trust men. It had given terrible wounds to her soul. Parag, who could be called a man in the true sense, through his behavior involving affectionate silence, acted as ointment on Rashil's wounds, while the cool sand of the Thar desert acted as a bandage. Her wounds seemed to have healed. Since the age of 13, the memory of Rashil had been echoing in Parag's heart like the sweet tune of a sarangi. Mutual affection between the two was strengthened in this desert land. The rays emitted from the sun, that is Parag, onto Rashil's heart proved like a love-filled warmth. Just as a creature troubled by winter gets energy to life from the sun's heat, this experience is almost like that for Rashil. Now every heartbeat of Rashil seems to want to be with Parag. Traveling through the land of Rajput kings and Maharajas in Rajasthan, Parag and Rashil also saw many palaces. Rashil watched the paintings of centuries-old Maharajas with their queens very carefully with Parag. While looking at such paintings in a palace, Rashil asks herself, what is it in those who are remembered even after centuries? Gemini's critique, creative guidance, and presentation instructions. Dear listeners, episode 55 is an emotional and philosophical journey showing how true love can restore mental peace and self-respect. Parag's character, the true form of love. Wise and sensitive, Parag's character is a symbol of an ideal man. He understands Rashil's insecurities and tries to heal them instead of scratching her wounds. His patience, humility, and ego-less behavior set him completely apart from Jade. Building trust, not establishing physical relations even while staying in the same room, and making Rashil feel safe, proves that Parag's love is much deeper and more respectful than mere physical desire. Rashil's emotional journey. Facing the past, Rashil going back to her childhood city and seeing her grandparents is a difficult but necessary step. This scene shows her mental strength. Healing of wounds. Through Parag's empathetic and wise behavior, Rashil's old mental wounds are healed. The metaphor of the cool sand of the Thar desert working as a bandage shows the curative power of their love. Metaphor and philosophical conclusion. Love in the desert. The dry and barren desert of Jaisalmer creates a contrasting background for their love. The blossoming of their love in this lifeless place shows that true love can thrive in the most difficult circumstances. Final question. The story ends with a major philosophical question. What is it in those who are remembered even after centuries? This question connects the personal love story to the eternal themes of human history and greatness. Final guidance for audio presentation. Rashil's voice. Her voice should contain initial fear, doubt, and insecurity. When she meets her grandparents, her voice should be whispering and nervous. Later, with Parag's words and behavior, her voice should become calm, grateful, and loving. Parag's voice. His voice should be calm, assured, and philosophical. There should be a sense of profound wisdom and patience in his dialogues. Background music, BGM. Jalandhar scene, music should be a bit restless and mysterious, showing Rasheel's fear. When they meet grandparents, a soft and sad tune should play. In the Gurudwara, music should be calm and devotional. Desert scene, music should be grand and vast, showing the calm atmosphere and their growing love. Final question, music should be vast and contemplative, compelling the listeners to think. Episode 55 ends.